Today on Global News Morning.
We're learning more details about that tragic shooting at a Texas elementary school as calls for tougher gun control laws are once again renewed. The Justice Minister has issued a warning to cities over making sure that police services are properly funded. And the Edmonton Folk Fest has announced their lineup for this year.
You're watching Global Edmonton. This is Global News Morning.
And good morning, everyone. Just straightening out the tie with the Oilers colors. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. Aaron is off today, enjoying the next couple of days off. And so, Mike, I got up a couple of times in the middle of the night. How about you in terms of those thunderstorms rolling through?
Yeah, I'm not sure how late it was. I think, was it around 10:30 or something? Or
yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't look at the clock. But
I don't know how late it was. But for us,
yeah.
we go to bed so early, it seems like it's late, right? Everybody else goes, no, I was just going to bed. Yeah, and actually, we did get some pictures. Not as many lightning pictures as I would have expected, but some interesting skies, some very scary skies, especially in the Windermere area. So we'll get to all of that over the course of the morning. But a beautiful day leading up to that. We did make it up to 19 degrees yesterday. Lovely, especially for, I would say, the first three quarters of the day. For today, it's going to be fairly sunny. A few clouds building in the afternoon. Slight chance of showers here and there. Not so much in the city, though. Temperature should get to about 21 today. We will get to your full forecast coming up soon. Good morning, Daintree.
Good morning, Mike. Looking forward to another hopefully stalling collision-free morning. It was only toward the end of yesterday morning's commute when we had that one issue along 100th Avenue, but so far things are moving along quite well. We do have, however, on the west end some fog to watch out for. I'll have details on that coming up shortly. For now, back to you, Vinesh.
Daintree, thank you so much. It's now 5:02.
You're watching Global News Morning.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Thursday. We're approaching 5:31, and we're starting in Texas this morning, where there's a global outpouring of support for Uvalde. This after that mass shooting at an elementary school, which left 19 children and 2 teachers dead. Now, it sparked new calls for gun control legislation to help combat the growing issue of gun violence in America. Jackson Prosco has more, and a warning: some details are disturbing. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Thursday, May 26th. And what a beautiful shot we're seeing right now. I love it when you see the fog in the low-lying areas of the city. It paints a very, very nice picture. Mother Nature sure is great. Thank you so much for being with us on this Thursday. Let's take a look at those morning headlines. There are renewed calls for gun control measures in the U.S. following that deadly shooting at a Texas elementary school. An investigation is underway after a vehicle crashed into the side of a home early this morning. And the government has announced it is creating new EMS positions and extending temporary positions, but the union says it's not enough to solve the crisis in the emergency response system.
Good morning. As you saw from that shot, some fog along the river this morning. You'll see it going over the bridges, but otherwise a pretty nice day today. A few clouds, high of 21. Your full forecast is on the way.
And right now we are dealing with that one road closure with regards to that collision that Vinesh mentioned. There is some construction as well. And of course, Mike also talked about the fog that we're dealing with. So I'll have details on the drive, and Vinesh has more details on that collision right now.
You're watching Global Edmonton. This is Global News Morning.
And welcome, everyone, to the 6 o'clock hour. Aaron is away for the next couple of days, and we're starting this hour with what is expected to be a very huge day for our city. The Edmonton Oilers take on the Calgary Flames in Game 5 tonight with a chance to advance to the Western Conference Finals.
You're watching Global News Morning.
Welcome, everyone. It's now 6:31. We're starting this half hour with the never-ending debate surrounding gun control in the U.S. All of this, of course, is at the forefront as the search continues for a motive in Uvalde, Texas, following that school shooting. Investigators say the shooter had no known criminal history. Global's Jackson Prosco joins us live from Texas with more. Jackson, good morning. Good morning, everyone. We've already reached Thursday. Don't you love the benefits of a short work week? I advocate we should have 3-day weekends every weekend. That's another story for another time. Thanks so much for joining us on this May 26th. Let's get to those morning headlines. It is a big day for hockey fans in our province as the Oilers are one win away from advancing to the conference finals over Calgary. We're learning more details about that tragic shooting at a Texas elementary school as calls for tougher gun control laws are once again renewed. And a rude awakening for some residents of a Millwoods home after a vehicle crashed into the side of their house.
Good morning. Try to get an early start to your day today. It is a beauty, and it will be a nice one. Did okay yesterday, although later on in the day, those clouds started to develop, and then we saw those storms rolling through with some thunder and lightning. We'll get to some pictures of that in a moment. In the meantime, today, just a few clouds in 21. Full forecast comes up in just a few.
And we are still dealing with that collision along Silverberry Road between 29th Street and 28A Avenue, and a new collision, this one out along Highway 15 and Range Road 220. We will check in with Stacey Woodward and Global One in just a few minutes.
You're watching Global Edmonton. This is Global News Morning.
And welcome everyone to the 7 o'clock hour. Aaron is off for the next couple of days. Well, the Oilers are close to advancing to the Western Conference Final, and yet they're so far away.
You're watching Global News Morning.
And good morning, everyone. It's now 7:32. We begin this half hour in Texas, where officials in Uvalde are still searching for a motive related to Tuesday's horrific school shooting. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Thursday. It is May 26th. It is Friday Eve as well, and I think a lot of people are in that Friday frame of mind, considering it's been a short work week and the Oilers play tonight. So let's hope that, 12 hours from now, things are looking good in Edmonton's favor. Let's get to those morning headlines. It is a big day for hockey fans in our province as the Oilers are one win away from advancing to the conference finals over Calgary. An investigation is underway after a car crashed into the side of a home early this morning. And we'll find out why Canadian Blood Services has put out an immediate call for blood donors and how you can donate.
Good morning. We've got a fine day on the way. Yesterday, beautiful. 19 degrees, then that storm came through. Today will not be as unsettled. That should allow that temperature to get to 21. I've got more to tell you coming up soon.
And right now we do have a collision reported along the Anthony Henday near Ray Gibbon Drive. We're also seeing steady volume coming in from the south side along the Gateway lanes and some slow-moving traffic eastbound on the South Henday near the Rabbit Hill Road exit up to Heritage Valley Trail. We'll check in with Stacey in just a few minutes.
You're watching Global Edmonton. This is Global News Morning.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 8 o'clock hour. Aaron is off for the next couple of days. Well, the Oilers are close to advancing to the Western Conference Final, and yet they're still so far away. The Flames are a very dangerous team. They played well in Game 4.
You're watching Global News Morning.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to Thursday. It's 8:31. We're starting this half hour in Texas, where officials in Uvalde are still searching for a motive related to Tuesday's horrific school shooting.
Today on Global News at noon.
Fatal crash. The driver of this vehicle is dead after slamming into a house early this morning. Emergency help. The province is creating 100 new EMS positions, but critics say it won't make much difference for burnt-out staff.
Dealing with above average temperatures more than likely this afternoon with a partly cloudy sky for now. There's a very small chance of a few scattered showers coming our way later today, but I wouldn't let that ruin your plans. I'll explain in just a few minutes.
And just one win away with the Western Conference Finals in sight, the Oilers say tonight's game will be their most challenging yet.
You're watching Global Edmonton. This is Global News at noon.
Good afternoon. A man is dead after a car crashed into a house in Millwoods.
All of this unfolded early this morning with a lot of questions now about how it all happened. Our Sarah Comadina joins us live from the scene with more.
And Sarah, take us through what you've learned so far about this.
You're looking at the heart of Old Strathcona, where the curtain will be going up on Destination Fringe this summer with all your festival favorites. More on that, but first.
Today on Global News at 5.
Game 5, Battle of Alberta. Tonight's the night. Can the Oilers do it? It's their chance to extinguish the flames and advance to the next round. We've got team coverage live from Edmonton and Calgary. Cracking down on crime, Alberta's Justice Minister orders Edmonton's mayor to boost policing downtown and on city transit to deal with violence.
Partly cloudy for much of this afternoon, and it looks like we will hold a partly cloudy sky right through this evening, but thunder showers continue for parts of the province. We'll take a closer look in just a few minutes.
And a thank you that's nearly 2 decades in the making. A family from Seattle is looking to track down a group of Edmonton baseball fans that showered them with kindness in 2004.
You're watching Global Edmonton. This is Global News at 5.
The Edmonton Oilers are going to the conference final for the first time in 14 years. And in the city called the City of Champions, this is just like old times.
May 17th, 2006, the last time the Oilers found themselves in a position to advance to the Western Conference Final. They beat San Jose 2-0 en route to their Stanley Cup run. And tonight's win, and they're in. A victory over the Calgary Flames in Calgary would send them into the Final Four. Our coverage begins right now in Calgary. Kevin Carius is live for us from the Red Lot outside the Scotiabank Saddledome. And Kev, normally a festive atmosphere, but with the Flames facing elimination, what are you sensing there? Are you sensing a different kind of vibe? It's Thursday, May 26th, and you're looking live at Ice District from our Global One News helicopter. Game 5 in the Battle of Alberta may not be in Edmonton, but fans here are ready to watch. We'll take you there live just ahead.
Tonight on Global News Hour at 6.
The Edmonton Oilers in Calgary looking to blow out the Flames while things heat up at home with the watch parties.
The longer we can play, the crazier it gets.
2 weeks, that's how long the province is giving the city to come up with a plan that addresses violence downtown.
If someone is questioning your judgment, you can take it as a slap in the face, or you can take it as an opportunity.
Plus, they came to Edmonton for a visit and left with a 50-50 jackpot.
My husband is just like stamping and jumping up and down. What's going on?
18 years later, a Seattle family is hoping you can help track down the Edmontonians who gave them the lucky ticket.
Daytime highs once again this afternoon, fairly close to the seasonal average, and a few scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms continuing for parts of the province. Lets you know what's in store for our area, and we'll have a look at your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes.
You're watching Global Edmonton. This is Global News Hour at 6.
Good evening. Well, this is the moment Oilers fans have been waiting for.
In a little over an hour, the Oilers will hit the ice in Calgary, determined to stamp out the Flames from the playoff run for good. Our Kevin Carius back on the road tonight. He joins us from the Red Lot right outside the Saddledome.
Hey, Kevin, this time I'm glad to see it's open tonight. What do you think? Flames fans piling in there? They're feeling a little nervous, though, I bet.
Tonight on Global News at 11.
The Oilers and Flames in Game 5 of the Battle of Alberta. Will the series come back to Edmonton, or will it be off to the Western Conference Championship? The Justice Minister demands a plan how Edmonton's mayor and council plan to tackle violence in our city.
It's traumatic, I think, for all the residents.
And residents raise concerns after a deadly crash in the city's south end.
The weather tonight's been a little different in Edmonton and for most of Alberta compared to this time yesterday, but don't put away those raincoats just yet. I've got your forecast coming up.
You're watching Global Edmonton. This is Global News at 11.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. The Battle of Alberta is over and the Oilers are moving on to the NHL Western Conference Final.
Good morning. It is Saturday. It's Sunday, actually. This happens all the time here. I'm sure everyone's used to it. It's Sunday, June 12th. Getting a real good start to this show, but look how beautiful our city looks right now. Wow, spectacular. Kevin O'Connell is probably the reason for that. He'll explain all the weather details, but first, let's take a look at our top stories.
Today on Global News Morning.
Tow truck drivers react to new safety lights coming. How the decision and pilot project will change life on the job. New ridings potentially coming to Alberta, the proposed new elections map, and where some might land in Edmonton. The Oil Kings fall short in their chance to lock up the championship, their comeback bid against Seattle in Game 5.
You're watching Global Edmonton. This is Global News Morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Great start to the day, you know.
Yeah, it's Sunday.
It's Sunday, thank you. Thank you. I feel like that's been happening since I started this job and nothing's changed.
It all runs together.
Love the jersey.
Yeah, it's a nice color. I like it.
Awesome.
It's comfortable too. Yeah, Riverhawks jersey. They play today at 1:05.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, that'll be. It sounds like the game last night went fine, or did it get rained out?
No, it didn't get rained out.
Yeah, so we're
I don't
good.
think we saw it.
You're watching Global News Morning.
Welcome back. As Canadians struggle with skyrocketing gas prices, Alberta companies are also trying to take advantage by selling what they can to customers south of the border. But now America's ambassador to Canada is saying that the U.S. may not be willing to open up its wallet. Good morning. Welcome to 8 o'clock. It is Sunday, June 12th. Once again, a busy day on the courses around our city. These guys getting out and getting a nice round in on this pretty decent morning, I'd say.
Well, I'm not with them, because if I was, I'd be in that bunker.
Oh, yeah, I believe that,
Yeah,
actually.
absolutely.
You're not a golfer, hey?
Well, not a good one, no.
You'd be fun to golf with, though, I bet. Really fun. Still, decent day to get out. Hopefully having a good day so far and a good weekend. Let's take a look at our top stories. A safety decision, a long time coming for tow truck drivers, the changes to their vehicles, and reaction to the pilot project. Alberta oil companies try to grow customers down south, why America's ambassador to Canada is taking some heat for his comments about whether there's a market for it. Hailed a hero in Ukraine, the story of an Edmonton man making a positive mark in a city shattered by war.
You're watching Global Edmonton. This is Global News Morning.
Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. Nice day, already 8 o'clock. Just cruising along here today.
Skies are, well, it depends which way you're looking. You could see some blue sky or you could see cloud cover.
It's such a mix in our sky tracker.
But enjoy
visuals.
it now, because it will get cloudier this afternoon.
You're watching Global News Morning.
As Canadians struggle with skyrocketing gas prices, Alberta companies are also trying to take advantage by selling what they can to consumers south of the border. But now America's ambassador to Canada is saying that the U.S. may not be willing to open up its wallet. Rise and shine. It's Saturday, June. Oh my goodness, it's Sunday. Our stuff is wrong today, but it happens. Just been a transition into a new system at our work, so just bear with us. But maybe you think it's Saturday too. I don't know. It's a gorgeous Sunday start to the day. These dogs are having the time of their lives. Kevin O'Connell will break down the full forecast, but first let's take a look at what's making headlines. A man killed on the job at a pulp mill. The investigation into the death in Peace River. And the Centre for Autism Services Alberta puts their art on display, the In Bloom exhibit showcasing the growth of artists.
You're watching Global Edmonton. This is Global News Morning.
So what's going on?
Not
Sunday?
much.
9 o'clock?
And I only saw you like 2.5 minutes ago.
I know.
Not much has changed since then.
Hey, a lot of things can happen in our break.
They can, actually. Yeah, but
Sometimes
nothing really
they
happened in
don't.
this one.
You're watching Global News Morning.
Welcome back. As Canadians struggle with skyrocketing gas prices, Alberta companies are also trying to take advantage by selling what they can to customers south of the border. But now America's ambassador to Canada is saying that the U.S. may not be willing to open up its wallet.
Tonight on Global News Hour at 6.
I grew up in that store and I watched that store just decline, business decline.
Honoring her father's legacy by remembering a once vibrant neighborhood. For the first time, we hear from the daughter of Ban Huang, one of the 2 men killed in Chinatown. Plus, it's one less step for flying to the U.S., what the latest changes mean for Edmonton passengers. And improving transit, how a group of MacEwan University students are pitching solutions to ETS to make people feel safer on their commute.
You're watching Global Edmonton. This is Global News Hour at 6.
Good evening. Nearly 1 month after 61-year-old Ban Huang was killed in Chinatown, his daughter is speaking out about his life and how she plans to keep his legacy alive. He was one of 2 people fatally attacked that day. As Michaela Henshaw reports, there's plans to shine a light on what Chinatown used to be and plans to bring back vibrancy to the area.
Tonight on Global News at 11.
It's just exciting. We're all excited.
A long-awaited change for Alberta tow truck drivers, why those in the industry are applauding a new program. Plus, volunteering in Ukraine, we hear from an Edmonton man on why he made the trip overseas to help feed those fighting in a war. And the Edmonton Oil Kings are heading to Game 6, still with a chance to win the WHL championship after a loss tonight at Rogers Place.
You're watching Global Edmonton. This is Global News at 11.
Good evening. An independent contract worker is dead after an incident at the Peace River pulp mill early this morning.